Hi, Kelly Eckholt here to update you with the key events of the week. So this week we got some interesting data on the jobs market, building consents and the ANZ business survey to talk about. With respect to that jobs market data, that shows that total jobs are down about 0.6% from their peak at the start of April. And now once we take into account the most up-to-date weekly indicators, it really looks like total jobs are down closer to 1% over that period. That's a notable turnaround from the jobs growth that we've seen over most of the last year. With respect to building consents, those fell a pretty hefty 14% in June. And whilst that fall probably is a bit overstated, if we compare building consents to a year ago, they're down by 24%, which really underscores the weakness in that construction sector right now. That ANZ business confidence data was our first glimpse in looking to see whether that big fall in interest rate expectations that we've seen take hold in the last month or so is having an impact on business sentiment. The data itself showed that businesses' activity levels are probably around about as weak in July as they were through May and June. But some aspects of the survey did bounce back a bit, and that business confidence rose and pricing intentions also rose a bit as well. So that does show you that interest rate cuts can potentially revive the fortunes of that flagging business sector. The last thing I'm going to talk to you about today is the Australian CPI, which came out a couple of days ago and surprised markets by coming in a little bit lower than expected, much in the same way as that data for New Zealand did the same thing a couple of weeks ago. That's prompted a reasonably marked adjustment in Australian interest rate expectations. Markets have gone from thinking that there might be a rate hike in August to thinking there'll be a rate cut in November. And that's prompted a reasonably significant upward adjustment in the value of the New Zealand dollar against the Australian dollar. I'll be back to update you again next week.